Doubt. It's the shadow that creeps into your mind when you stand on the edge of something great. It's the whisper that tells you you're not enough, that you'll fail, that you should turn back before you even begin. Doubt is the thief of dreams, the destroyer of ambition, the silent killer of everything you could become. But today, right now, you're going to dominate it. You're going to crush it under your heel and rise above it like the warrior you were born to be. This isn't a suggestion. This isn't a hope. This is a command. Dominate your doubts, or they will dominate you. You know that voice, don't you? The one that slithers into your thoughts when you're about to take a risk. It's there when you look in the mirror and question if you've got what it takes. It's there when you hesitate to speak, to act, to chase the life you know you deserve. That voice isn't your friend. It's not protecting you. It's a liar. It's a coward. It's a chain around your soul, and you've let it hold you back for too long. But not anymore. Today, you break free. Today, you take control. Today, you become the master of your mind, not its prisoner. Think about it. Every great soul who ever walked this earth, every conqueror, every visionary, every man or woman who left a mark on history, they all faced doubt. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, sat on a throne of power, yet he wrestled with the same inner shadows you do. He wrote to himself, night after night, not because he was weak, but because he refused to let doubt win. He stared it down and said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's the Stoic fire burning through the ages calling to you now. You're not alone in this fight. You're part of a legacy of warriors who chose to dominate their doubts instead of bowing to them. But let's get real. This isn't about philosophy on a page. This is about you, right here, right now, standing at the crossroads of your life. Doubt isn't some abstract enemy. It's the weight on your chest when you wake up, the knot in your gut when you think about your dreams, the cold grip that keeps your feet glued to the ground when you know you should run toward what sets your soul ablaze. It's personal, it's visceral, and it's been winning for too long. You've let it talk you out of opportunities. You've let it convince you to settle. You've let it dim the fire that once burned bright inside you. But that ends today. You're done running. You're done hiding. You're done letting doubt call the shots. So how do you dominate it? How do you take this invisible beast and slam it into the dirt? You start by facing it head on. You don't cower. You don't negotiate. You don't wait for it to leave on its own because it won't. Doubt is a parasite. It feeds on your inaction, your fear, your hesitation. But when you turn and look it in the eye, when you say, "I see you, and I'm not afraid," you strip it of its power. You take the first swing. You land the first blow. You don't need permission. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need the will to fight. And you've got that. It's in you, buried under the noise waiting to be unleashed. Picture this. You're standing on a battlefield. The wind howls around you. The ground trembles beneath your feet, and doubt looms like a dark colossus in front of you. It's massive, towering, its voice booming with every reason you should give up. You're not strong enough. It roars. You've failed before. It sneers. Who do you think you are? It mocks. But you don't flinch. You clench your fists. You feel the blood pumping through your veins, and you charge. You charge with everything you've got because this isn't just a fight. It's your fight. This is your life, your future, your soul on the line. And you will not lose. That's the moment everything changes. When you move toward doubt instead of away from it, you rewrite the rules. You don't wait for certainty. Certainty is a myth. You don't wait for confidence. Confidence comes from action, not the other way around. You don't wait for the stars to align or the world to hand you a golden ticket. You act. You step into the fire. You swing the sword. And with every step, every strike, doubt shrinks. It falters. It cracks. Because it's not as strong as it pretends to be. It's only as strong as you let it be. Think about the times you've won before. Maybe it was small. A day you got up when you wanted to stay down. A moment you spoke when you wanted to stay silent. A choice you made when every fiber of you screamed to quit. That wasn't luck. That wasn't chance. That was you dominating your doubts. Even if you didn't call it that, you've done it before, and you'll do it again. Bigger, stronger, fiercer. You've got a track record of victory inside you, a history of resilience you can't deny. So why stop now? Why let doubt rewrite your story when you've already proven you can write it yourself? This isn't about perfection. Domination doesn't mean you'll never feel doubt again. It means you'll never let it rule you again. Even the greatest warriors feel the tremor of uncertainty before the battle. The difference is, they march anyway. They ride into the fray with their heads high, their hearts pounding, their will unbroken. That's you now. Doubt will come knocking. It always does. But you'll be the one answering the door. You'll be the one saying, "Not today, not ever." You'll be the one slamming it shut and walking away. Not because you're fearless, but because you're stronger than your fear. And here's the truth they don't tell you. Doubt isn't your enemy. It's your forge. It's the fire that tempers your steel, the hammer that shapes your resolve. Every time you face it, every time you push through it, you come out harder, sharper, more unbreakable than before. The Stoics knew this. They didn't run from hardship, they embraced it. They didn't curse the obstacles, they thanked them. The impediment to action advances action, Marcus Aurelius said. What stands in the way becomes the way. Doubt is your way. It's your proving ground. It's your chance to show the world and yourself what you're made of. So what's it going to be? Are you going to sit there paralyzed by the what-ifs, the maybes, the shadows in your head? Or are you going to stand up and dominate? This isn't a game, this isn't a rehearsal, this is your life, and it's slipping through your fingers every second you let doubt hold the reins. You've got dreams burning inside you, dreams too big to ignore, too powerful to bury. You've got a fire that's been smoldering under the weight of hesitation, waiting for you to fan it into a blaze. That moment is now. That choice is yours. Imagine yourself a year from now. Imagine the version of you who didn't back down. The one who stared doubt in the face and said, "You don't own me." The one who took the risks, made the moves, built the life they always knew they could. That's not a fantasy. That's a future you can claim. But it starts with this. It starts with dominating your doubts today, right now, in this breath. You don't need to know every step. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need to take the first one, and then the next, and then the next. Momentum is your weapon. Action is your shield. Will is your sword. Feel that? That tightening in your chest, that surge in your blood? That's not fear. That's power. That's the part of you that's been waiting for this moment. The part that knows you're capable of more. The part that's ready to rise. Doubt can't stop that. Nothing can stop that. You are a force, a storm, a tidal wave of potential crashing through every barrier in your way. You've been held back, but you're not broken. You've been knocked down, but you're not out. You've been tested, and you're still here. That's not weakness, that's strength. That's proof you've got what it takes to dominate. So hear me now. This is your wake-up call. This is your line in the sand. Doubt doesn't get to win anymore. You do. You're not here to shrink, to settle, to survive. You're here to thrive, to conquer, to dominate. Every time that voice creeps in, every time it tries to pull you back, you push harder. You roar louder. You stand taller. You don't just fight doubt, you obliterate it. You don't just overcome it, you bury it. You don't just live with it, you rise above it and leave it in the dust. This is bigger than you think. When you dominate your doubts, you don't just change your life, you change the world around you. You become a beacon, a signal, a living testament to what's possible. People will see it in your eyes, hear it in your voice, feel it in your presence. You'll inspire them not with words, but with action. You'll show them what it looks like to refuse defeat, to reject surrender, to claim victory over the shadows within. That's your legacy. That's your power. That's your calling. But it's not easy. Domination never is. It's a war, a daily, hourly, moment-by-moment war against the part of you that wants to quit. And that's okay. Warriors don't seek ease, they seek battle. They don't crave comfort, they crave triumph. You're in that fight now, and you're not alone. The blood of every soul who ever defied the odds flows through you. The wisdom of the Stoics echoes in your ears. The strength of your own past victories pulses in your veins. You've got everything you need to win. Everything. So what are you waiting for? The clock is ticking. The world is watching. Your future is hanging in the balance. Doubt is standing there, daring you to move, daring you to try, daring you to prove it wrong. And you will. You'll prove it wrong today. You'll prove it wrong tomorrow. You'll prove it wrong with every breath you take, every step you make, every dream you chase. You're not just going to dominate your doubts, you're going to annihilate them. You're going to rise so high they'll never touch you again. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, now, right now. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel the air in your lungs. Feel the fire in your heart. You're alive. You're here. You're ready. Doubt thought it could break you, but it was wrong. It thought it could stop you, but it can't. It thought it could define you, but it won't. You define you. You decide. You dominate. Stand up. Clench your fists. Lift your head. Look doubt in the eye and say it with me. You don't own me. You never will. I am stronger. I am fiercer. I am unstoppable. Say it again, louder. Mean it. Feel it. Live it. This is your declaration. This is your battle cry. This is your victory. Go now. Take that step. Swing that sword. Claim that dream. Dominate your doubts, and don't look back. The world is yours. The fight is yours. The triumph is yours. You've got this. You've always had this. Now show it.